Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And my fellow Akim has a life daily pushing his truth with sincerity. The few aquafless and learning. Shalom. Once again, my name is Einan with GMS Detroit Barcamp. Pray this video is edifying to the hopeful that to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners scattered abroad the four corners of the whole world. And this video is on the MOTB. I got a book called Fourth Industrial Revolution, and it's made by a guy named Klaus Schwab. He used to be the CEO for the World Economic Forum and Global Gender Council. You know, they wanted to do this thing by 2025. And they couldn't because they couldn't move this technology as fast as they want to, because it's on most high, it's on Yahweh's time. You know, this thing will happen when the Most High allows it to happen, for them to try to think they doing it on their own agenda, but it's the Most High is making this thing happen. You know, it's not what you want to do; it's on the Most High's time. And this I'm in page 121, shift 1, implantable technologies. The tipping point, the first implantable mobile phone available commercially. By 2025, 82% of respondents expected by tipping point have occurred. People are becoming more and more connected to devices, and those devices are increasingly becoming connected to their bodies. Devices are not just being worn, but also being implanted into bodies, serving communications, location, behavior, monitoring, and health function. And it's also I got a video on deck where it's also using for to make money purchases. You know, these chips, these micro C chips will have your whole information in it. They have your health information in it. It'll have your personal ID, your digital ID. It have your next to kin. It have know how much money you got. It have all the pertinent information for you to operate in a new society when they go cashless. You know, and it's coming soon. Pacemakers and low-care implants were just the beginning of this, with many more health devices constantly being launched. These devices will be able to sense parameters of disease, and they will be enable individuals to take action, send data to monitoring centers, or potentially release healing medicines automatically. And I tried to do this video earlier, but they got a new diabetes medicine that is a thing that it be on your body, and it reads your blood sugar, and it puts in the insulin in your body with the aid of a microchip program. You know, smart tattoos and other unique chips could help with identification and location. Implanted devices will likely also help communicate through normal express verbally, though a built-in smartphone, and potentially unexpressed thoughts or modes by reading brainwaves or other signals. So Elon Musk and Synchron got the micro C-hip brain implant, and they could, and if you don't have arms, they put it in your head. You know, they got people that can't even speak verbally, but they could they could type out what they want to say, and the computer will speak for them once they send it. You know, and they're gonna try to sell it with a nice little big bow on it, like it's good for you. But hey, according to Bible's prophecy, hey, it's the worst mistake you could ever make in your life if you take it, especially your Israelite. You know, we don't care about the rest of the world, the heathen. We care about you Israelites. That you don't take it, and the members of the hopeful elect, because they won't take it. But hey, the 1/3, hey, we might be able to get 1/3 not to receive it, and but if you receive it, you among the 2/3. As simple as that. Positive impact: reduction in missing children, increased positive health outcomes, increased self-sufficiency, better decision making, image cognition, and availability of personal data. Anonymous network that will yep people, you know, and I keep thinking of what that movie, Bird Box, where that lady, she got the Michael C. Hip brain implant, and 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 it was putting ads in her head while she was teaching. It'll make her say an ad, you know, buy this or that. You need to look for. She was a teacher, and she was telling her students that they need family counselor. You know, it was a ad that would play in her head because they couldn't buy the premium package where there was no ads. You know, it's a real good show. You know, especially that one with that lady that was a teacher. You know, but they try to put it in a pretty bowl like it's the best thing since sliced bread. You know, negative impact: privacy, potential surveillance, decreased data security, escapism, and addiction. Increase increased distractions, i.e., attention deficit disorder. You know, there's a little more. Uh, uh, um, Longer lives, changing nature of human relationships, changing human interaction and relationship. So unknown or cuts both ways. That's the what these things fall under. Longer life, changing nature or human relationship, changing changes in human interaction and relationships, real time identification, cultural shift, eternal memory. You know, if you have the micro C hip in your brain, digital tattoos not only look cool but can perform useful tasks like unlocking cars, entering mobile phone codes with a finger point, or tracking body presence. You know, they try to sell it like, hey, this is a good thing for you. You know, according to WTVOX article, small dust arrays, full computer with antennas, each smaller than a grain of sand, can now organize themselves inside the body unto as needed networks up to power the whole range of complex of eternal processes, imagining swarms of these attacking early cancer, bringing pain relief to a wound, or even sorting critical personal information in a manner that is deeply encrypted, hard to hack. With smart dust, doctors will be able to act inside your body without opening you up, and information could be stored inside you, deeply encrypted until you unlock it from your very personal nano network. The smart pill developed by Proteus, biomedical, and Novartis has a biodegradable digital device attached to it, which transmits data to your phone on how the body is interacting with the medication. You know, and they gonna sell it like it's the best thing since like I said, sliced bread. But hey, if you take it, your how about Shimmy Shai is gonna want to fuck you up. You know, that's the end of that right there. I want to read, but hey, it is what it is. And now, excuse me, I didn't say fair use. Fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research, and fair use is a permit. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. I'm not trying to monetize off of this. I'm not trying to make no money. I'm using it as for teaching and also using Bible prophecy to show that this thing right here is what it is. You know, if you take it, the Most High is going to destroy you. It's simple as that. Now, let's go. It's about the size of the RFID micro chip, about the size of a grain of rice. And if you
the physical and the digital worlds, they will grow together, and the result.
This right here is former CEO of Nokia.
It's exactly what you just said.
I wanted to ask when you all think we're going to move from this form factor to something that's on your face glasses and when computing's all on the edge.
All right, 50 seconds. Who wants to answer quickly? I think it will first of all, it will definitely happen. I have such a good digital twin that you'll be able to go into the metaverse, into a virtual reality world, turn a dial, pull a switch, feel around, and actually change it in the real planet. Absolutely. And this is not far off. I mean, the physical and the digital worlds, they will grow together, and the result is exactly what you just said.
I wanted to ask when you all think we're going to move from this form factor to something that's on your face glasses and when computing's all on the edge.
All right, 50 seconds. Who wants to answer quickly? I think it will first of all, it will definitely happen. I was talking about 6G earlier, which is around 2030. I would say that by then, definitely the smartphone as we know it today will not anymore be the usual, kind of the most common interface. Wow. Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies. Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies.
Can you imagine that in 10 years when we are sitting here,
This guy right here, that's Klaus Schwab, the author of the book I just read.
Have an implant in our brains, and I can immediately feel, because you all will have implants.
Hello, Bethany speaking.
Hello?
Are you phoning for Bethany?
Yes. What are you doing?
This is Bethany, can you hear me?
Well, you're right in front of me.
But can you hear me down the phone?
Oh my God.
This is me. On the phone, I had it implanted. My hand is the phone. I can walk and talk because I'm on the phone inside my hand. I am the phone. This is what phones are going to be from now on. I have integrated. Thank you for your call. Subdermal implants. They charge themselves with motion like a self-winding watch. And it's on the 22 network. I get signal across 95% of UK mainland, 98 by next year.
When I phoned you, it was ringing. You were ringing.
That's the speaker. So small.
So if they take away cash and make everything digital, and digital currency is central bank digital currency, obviously you have no power whatsoever. If they don't like what you're doing, they just shut you down and you're impoverished. It just happened in Canada last winter, so we know what the consequences are. We know why they want it. So that couldn't happen, right? Well, we may live to see the day that it does happen. And here's the latest sign that it may be happening. The number of banks and ATM machines in this country are in steep decline. Far fewer than there were just a few years ago. And in some countries like Australia, they're going away at high speed. So this is not something that anyone voted on. This is something that they're just doing, whether you like it or not. So you can say we have cash, but if you can't get cash, then do you really have cash? So where's this going?
And once it becomes digital money, hey, you don't do what they want you to do, or you say something against what they want you to say, you do something they don't like, hey, they turn your money off. You won't be able to do anything. You won't even be able to travel.
That's the question we want to assess tonight. And we're going to with Catherine Austin Fitz, who has been monitoring this. She founded the Solari Report. She's also the Assistant Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, and we're happy to have her. Catherine, thanks for coming on. So,
Friends react to contactless payment by my hand.
you have the chief.
What happened?
How did you pay?
How? Yeah, chip.
My responsibility was project.
And here's the thing: if white people could get it, understand what it is, why you or the Hebrew Israelite camps can't get it right? You know why? Y'all say it's Christianity, it's white women, it's everything else but what it is. You know, this is one of the developers of it. He developed it. You know. I'm gonna go on to the next one, but you can see it on my TikTok account. Hey, I9GMS Detroit. You can see it on my TikTok account, and this guy breaks it down where a child can get it, but he's one of the developers that developed it, and it's an X-ray of this person having a micro C hip implanted in his hand, and this is implanted chip technology for 3 Square market employees. How microchip technology works: radio frequency identification (RFID) chip is inserted under the skin between the thumb and the forefinger. The chip stores electronic info on an employee, which is linked to an account. The employees scan to enter the building and purchase food. And you see where they pointing at, you know, you know. Microchips are encased in a shell, slightly larger than a grain of rice. The chip is inserted just under the person's skin, often in their hand. The chip allows people to pay for items, access buildings, and their computers, and also they can operate their cars, their vehicles. You know, but you know, y'all want to act like this this is the RFID micro C hip. You know, here's what Elder Apostle Tahar said it is. You know, and y'all people, if you take it, you're going to, it's going to be the worst decision you ever made in your life. You know, I want to hurry up and get this in because I want to, let's see, Revelation 13, and let's go all the way down to 16. Matter of fact, this I'm gonna go straight to the point. Revelation 13. No, I'm gonna go right here. Revelation 13 and 14. And to see them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by the sword and did live. And that those miracles is Simeon, Strong's G 5492.
Strong's G 4592. Semayan.
Oh, Simeon.
Semayan.
92, Salakia. And miracles or wonders by, well, no, that ain't the one I want. Here we go. A sign, a token, a wonder. You know, it is not a miracle. You know, people won't think it's a miracle, but it's Esau's left hand magic. It's pseudoscience. You know, and it's a sign of pertaining to remarkable events soon to happen, you know. And once this happens, once this sign happens, everything else is going to speed up. The MOTB go down. World War III going to start. You know, once they start pushing this, World War III is going to be in effect. Them nukes are going to start flying after that, after they start pushing this. You know, whether you perceive it or not. I'm gonna skip down, because this is the point from this chapter. He calls on all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy, sell, or save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And it's gonna be the only way to. It's gonna be the new money. You know, everything's gonna be digital. Won't be no more dollars, coins, you know, none of that. They stopped printing the penny last year. You know, the dollar is coming. You know, there won't be no dollar bill. Everything is digital right now. You buy digital stuff online all the time. You go in the store and you tap and pay for shit all the time. You being conditioned to through gradualism to where it's not a big deal anymore. You know, that no man might buy, sell, or save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here's wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of a beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 And when you go into the meaning of words, our elder apostles tell us always to do that. When you go into the meaning of the word mark, it's charagma, Strong's G 5480, charagma. And when you go into the meaning, a scratch or etching, Strong's definition, scratch or etching a stamp as a badge of servitude. Because, once you get it, you a slave to the system. And they want indigent service to them forever. You know? They want you to be a slave to them forever. It's not enough they got the world by the balls right now, but they want the next world to come. and the scriptures say they smarter than Daniel. They're gonna use the laws of the Most High against us, because the scriptures say when you have a Hebrew servant, 6 years he learned, shall he serve, and in the 7th year he should go out free. But if that servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. You know, and you get the digital R, you know, and the masters take you to the judges and bring you to the doorposts and pierce your ear with a digital R, and you be a servant unto him for life. And they want you to be indigent servants unto him for life. You know, you know. When you go into Strong's definition, carousal, sharpened to a point, through an idea of scratching a stake, a palisade, or a rampart, you know, and that's the syringe that's going to put the thing through you. And when you go even more deeper, it goes into the word grapho. Strong's 1125 grapho, and and when you go to 2.B, commit to writing things not to be forgotten. Write down, record, because it's going to have all your business going to be in there. What's your blood type? What's your eye? What's your color of your eyes? Your height, your weight, your last weight, your family, case of emergency, that person. Hey, how much money you got in your bank account? Do you have life insurance or you don't have it? All that pertinent information is going to be in those ships. You know, all that all that stuff is going to be in there, whether you perceive it or not. You know, and and if you take it, the Most High is going to want to mess you up. It's simple as that. Matter of fact, let me get a few scriptures. This is Revelation 14 and Revelation 14 and 9. You see right there, doom for the worshipers of the beast. Because if you take it, it's like a form of worshiper. Because you tell the Most High, I love my wife and my children, and I will not go free. You know, it's a form of worship. When you take this thing, it's a form of worship. Anything could be your God. Hey, you trying to live a little while longer, a moment, second longer in this kingdom? Hey, that could be your God. You know. And this Revelation 14 and 9, and the third angel followed them with a loud voice, saying, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in the hand, the same shall drink of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And when you you get this thing, the Most High is gonna wanna fuck you up. You know, a few more scriptures. This is because I'm gonna get that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that word, the wrath. You know, and indignation is still the same word. And I'm gonna start at Revelation 16 and 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels. This is in the King James version. I know I got the other one over there. NLT on the other side, but I'm doing strictly with the KJV. Go your ways and pour out the veils of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth. And when you go into that word wrath, it's thumos, Strong's G 2372, passion, angry, heat, anger, forthwith boiling up, soon subsiding again. But it ain't going to be a subsiding, because this is the way the Most High is going to want to feel about you. And when you go down to Strong's definition, it goes indignation. You know, as breathing hard, fierceness, passion as breathing hard, fierceness, indignation, wrath. Hey, the Most High is going to want to be moved to fuck your ass up. That what the Most High is going to want to do to you. Matter of fact, let me go back to right here. And let me get that indignation right here. Because the Most High going to be passionately, especially an Israelite, going to want to destroy you. And this is Strong's G 3709, or gay. And the Most High anger, natural disposition, temperature, or character ain't gonna be good for you. His anger, natural disposition, temper, and character. Line 2, movement or agitation of the soul, impulse or desire, any violent motion, but especially anger. Hey, you get it? The Most High gonna want to fuck you up. Simple as that. Anger, wrath, indignation. Anger excited by punishment, thence used for punishment itself. And of punishments inflicted by a magistrate, who's the ultimate magistrate, the ultimate magistrate, the Most High. Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. He loves righteous judgment. And if you receive that thing, his righteous judgment is going to be to his impulse, his desire is going to be a violent emotion, especially anger towards you. If you take it. Don't listen to these other groups tell you that you can take it, you can push it out. No, you can't. Back to Revelation 16 and 2. And the first went out and poured out his veil upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. What was this noisome and grievous sore? Hey, there's more that's coming for you. You get, you take it. Hey, this is what you win. Hey, that noisome and grievous sore. Noisome, kakos. Strong's G 2556. The pain is going to be of a bad nature, not such as it ought to be. Hey, when you have something hurts you, and the pain is not such as you thought it would be, hey, it's going to be like that when you receive this thing. If you receive this thing, and the Most High, when he puts that judgment, everybody that takes it, they're going to receive these pains. Base, wrong, wicked. And because it's base, wrong, wicked for you to take it. We get advance warning what not to do from John the Revelator, what not to take. But if you still take it, it's base, wrong, wicked that you did it. Troublesome, injurious, pernicious, destructive, and baneful. Or if it's destructive, hey, it can unalive you. Man, yeah, how about Shimmy shot cold? You know, you take this thing, he's gonna want to fuck you up. You know, what is that? Grievous. That's grievous sore. You know, I only bring this stuff up because I want to try to persuade some of you not to take it. But if you take it, hey, that's on you. You know, you receive this thing, hey, Yahweh Shem Shai, you're not of the hopeful elect, or the 1/3. Hey, you're a 2/3. That's if you're a 2/3. You might be a tear. You know, this is Pon E. Ross. This is Strong's G 4190. The pain is full of labors, annoyances, hardship, pressed and harassed by labors. Hey, you know how when you have you burn your hand and 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 that swelling starts to come up under your skin and starts throbbing and throbbing, boom, boom, boom. If you feeling like your heartbeat, hey, this pain is gonna be like that, bringing toils, annoyances, perils, you know, causing pain and trouble, you know. Is of a bad nature or condition. In a physical sense, disease or blind. In an ethical sense, it's evil, wicked, bad that you received this thing. You know, hey, you failed. You failed the hour of temptation. You know, that's going to come upon all the world. This is Revelation 3 and 10. You know, it's a test. You know, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You know, everybody's going to be tried with this technology because Esau, they don't know who all is Israel. So every single person is going to be tried, whether you perceive it or not. And if you escape all this, the lake of fire is your next. It could be your next thing. You know, if you're able to escape all that or live past all that. And this is my last scripture. This is Revelation. 20 and 4, and I saw the thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh and for the word of Yahweh, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their forehead or in their heads. So if you get it, it don't matter if you get it in your right hand, your left hand, it don't matter. You get in the back of your head. It don't matter where you get it. Long as you got it, you know, you're going, this is your reward right here. Coming up. You know, you're going to be put a part of the lake of fire, you know. But if you don't take it and you get put to death, hey, you could be up the hopeful lake of the 1/3, you know. No, if you receive this thing, Yahweh Bashim Yashai is going to want to fuck you up. Matter of fact, the lake of fire is the 14th verse. It's like, no, that's the scripture saying that if you don't take it, Salakia, it's 9 and 4, lake of fire. Yep. Yep. Verse 10. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive this mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the Lamb. You know, and matter of fact, it's the 15th verse. You know, you know, yeah, it's Revelation 15, and I saw as it was a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten a victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, and standing on a sea of glass, having harps of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai. And these are the people that's rescued, saved from the destruction. You know, don't take it. If you take it, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to want to fuck you up. You know, it's automatically, you're going to get unalived, you know. So with that said, all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Dom to the apostles and elder bishops. And with that said, Shalom.